but I can't give you the concert that I want to give you right now. I'm gonna make sure everybody's good, get your money back, but I'll do a show real soon for you guys. But I wanted to come out and personally apologize and not tweet it or Instagram it or whatever. I want you guys to know that I can't give you what I want to give you right now. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I love you guys so much. You know how much this kills me right now. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you so much.
What's up, EXO? And I'm sure by now you've heard that The Weeknd had to stop mid-performance and cancel his show due to his voice going out. This is a very, very freaking unfortunate thing for not just us fans, but also for The Weeknd. And just putting myself in the mindset of The Weeknd. I just did a show yesterday. Now, I'm going out there, I'm going to sing, and while I'm singing the first song of the show, I'm not really hitting these high notes like I usually do, and he's still trying to give his fans the best experience possible and try to make do with that issue that's going on. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to continue this show if my fans, I'm not going to continue this show and give my fans a bad product. That's not who I am, and that's not why I'm doing this. And also put yourself in the mindset of the fans that were there, which I empathize with as well. You drive that 2 hours to get there, or you fly in that plane, you take that vacation time off from work, purchase that $100, $200, $300, $500 ticket. You get there, you pay $50, $60, $70 for parking, $100 for a hotel room. You get there, you pay $20, $30, $40, $100 for drinks and condiments and all the other stuff that they have, the amenities. You sit through Mike Dean, Kate Renata, and all those opening acts that were, okay. Then you sit that final hour waiting until they set up the stage and get it all ready for Abel to come out. Abel comes out. Before he comes out, he builds up that anticipation with the music playing in the background, with the moon going up and being suspended in the air, and it's building up all the anticipation. You're like, it's finally freaking happening. I'm finally going to experience this. And he comes out, and he's freaking amazing. He has the gear on, and it's amazing. And he's singing, but something starts to kind of seem off. It's not sounding right. And he progressed through his songs, and it's just not there. And then he stops, and he confronts us, and he says, "Hey man, I'm not feeling myself today, and I apologize. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna give you another show. You get your refund, yada yada yada." So I empathize with those fans too. I empathize with the fans that are heartbroken, like all of us actually, and the fans are pissed off because he's probably spending over $1,000 for that one night, and you don't get what you want. You don't get what you paid for. Even if you do get that $200, $300 refund, it still doesn't account for the hotel room, the missed time at work, and all the other stuff that you paid for, because not everybody could. Sometimes it might have been their only day off or their only chance to see him, and they might not be able to see a postponed or rescheduled show. So I empathize with both. It's a very weird or not so good situation. Unfortunate situation. Unfortunately, this is something that is pretty common. It's happened to many of the great artists, such as Elton John, Miley Cyrus, Mariah Carey, Timberlake, Justin Timberlake, and Adele, and all them. It's happened to them. And then many instances, they have to go and actually get their larynx. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. But they have to go and get microsurgery on their throat in many instances for the same. Because we got to keep in mind, The Weeknd has been on this last leg of the tour, and he hasn't had that many days off. I mean, he's had 1 day off, 2 days off, but he's been really pounding it in, and he's been adding tour dates on and adding this and adding that. And like I said, it takes a toll, and he's a damn good singer, but The Weeknd isn't necessarily, I guess, technically speaking. So he's a great singer. However, his technique that he uses with singing isn't the best. Though it does produce an amazing sound that we all love, it isn't the best. And it works very well on records. He sounds damn good live as well. However, when you factor that in, him singing it night after night after night after night after night after night, him singing, him screaming, him jumping around, him doing this, him doing that, and the third, it does take a toll on your vocal cords. And so it's very unfortunate, but these type of things happen. Hopefully it's not bad enough where you have to get like surgery on his vocal cords. Hopefully it's not that bad. Because if it is that bad, he's probably gonna have to cancel the rest of the show. And that's gonna be unfortunate for people in Los Angeles that wanted to see him, as well as the last 2 shows that are in Toronto. Very unfortunate. So hopefully he doesn't have to get surgery. Hopefully it's one of those things where, just lost your voice, it happens, and he doesn't really have to do another show until 2 weeks later. Next one's September 22nd. It's the 4th now, so a little over 2 weeks, just resting his voice, chilling, staying calm, drinking tea, So hopefully, it's just that, and he doesn't have to get like vocal surgery. He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to cancel the last couple of shows that he have. Let everybody experience this. But all in all, even if he does, much rather have his voice than, he'll do another show at some other time, Whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now, he'll do another show. Just make sure that his voice is good, and also not even just his voice, make sure that he's good, because I know that this devastates him more than anything. If you listen to him talking on stage before he telling his fans, all the ones in attendance, that I apologize that I have to do this. I don't want to let everybody know this on an Instagram post and stuff like that. It sounded like he was gonna cry. Imagine it's a very devastating thing to him too. He's already done a lot. We're talking about from 2020 on up. You're talking about postponing the tour, postponing again, canceling, postponing because of what happened the first tour date in Toronto at the Rogers Center. And then, so he's had a lot of not so good luck with the tour, with this touring thing due to circumstances. I'm sure it takes a mental toll on him. But all in all, I just wanted to talk about that. And, Abel, you get better, and all of us as fans, I guess we can, like I said, I can see if you're pissed off about it as a fan, especially I'm talking about a fan that actually went there, because I'd be pretty pissed too. However, at the end of the day, something that happens is very unfortunate, and I'd much rather The Weeknd, granted, like I said, I wasn't there, but I'd much rather The Weeknd stop the show and apologize and say, all right, I'll schedule a new date, than him staying out there just torturing us and not giving us his best and not giving us his all. Because when The Weeknd isn't hitting high notes and isn't singing well, that's not his best. And he knows that, which is why I respect him for trying to go out there and trying to make it work. But when it doesn't work, just tell your fans, hey, I'll give you a refund. I apologize. So I respect him for that, because, like I said, he could have just took your money. He could have just gave y'all a terrible performance, not at his best, took your money and left, and not even did anything. So let's just be very empathetic with this situation. Very tough, like I said. We'll pull through. That's all, folks.